After a night of wildly diverging exit polls, Benjamin Netanyahu waited and waited until they'd started to move in his favor. At 2 in the morning, he took to the stage to declare what he called an unimaginable victory.
Already tonight, I have started talks with the heads of the right-wing parties, our natural partners. Already tonight, almost everyone declared publicly that they will recommend I form the next government. They will recommend it to our president. I intend to work quickly to establish a stable national government. I want to make it clear, it will be a right-wing government, but I intend to be the prime minister of all Israeli citizens, right or left, Jews and non-Jews alike, all Israeli citizens.
The proven master of Israeli electoral politics, well aware that his carefully cultivated right-wing bloc of smaller parties gives him the edge in the decisive business of building a governing coalition. But across town in Tel Aviv, there had already been another declaration of victory. Benny Gantz, Israel's former army chief and leader of the Blue and White Party, put together in essence to remove Netanyahu from power, said he should be given the opportunity to do just that.
There are winners and losers in elections, but we are the winners. We might be new, but we're not naive. We understand that we've got to wait for the true results. But within a few days, we'll work to form a government as big as possible.
It's up to Israel's President Reuven Rivlin to invite the most likely Prime Minister to form a coalition, balancing two factors: who leads the biggest party and who has the clearest path to a governing bloc. For Netanyahu, that's complicated by a couple of his natural allies, such as his education minister's under-threat New Right party, hovering around the threshold for a place in the Israeli parliament or Knesset. For a time, Palestinian Israeli parties were warning their voters that low turnout could threaten their presence in the Knesset as well. They complained of intimidation by Likud activists, bringing hidden cameras to the polls. This bruising, bitterly contested election is not over just yet. The challenger is raising his arm in victory. But Netanyahu insists he's done enough to retain the title after a frenetic final few days of campaigning in which he veered to the right, promising to annex illegal Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank, and convinced his voters that his premiership was in mortal danger. Well, Benjamin Netanyahu is leaving the stage here in Tel Aviv, but he's far from ready to leave the political stage in Israel. He says he has won this election, and that gives him what could be a key protection against the 3 corruption cases that are hanging over him. He has fought this election very, very hard. Now he believes he's won and has another 4 years in office to look forward to. Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Tel Aviv.